flight path taking us over Quarry, Ferry Pier, Pochinki, Farm, Milter and ending at Milter Power, with Shelter, Prison, School and Nova Repnoi all within reaching distance. The first teams to jump are Team 20, 11, 3 and 24, all going in a northern direction towards the top end of the map. Looks as though RPG are going to the left to stay by the coast, with teams 11, 3, 24 and I believe 8 staying very close together, moving up towards Hospital, with teams 23 and 25 jumping out near to Pochinki, with teams 16 and team number 12 going separate ways this time round, and team 12 is going to Military, with team 16 heading up to School. And here we see teams 18 jumping and going towards Milter, with team 5 accompanying them, and teams 22, 4, 2 and 15 heading up towards Prison. We are still with team number 2 as we watch them fly in. So let's see what happens. And Zen Queen has knocked Phil on the left hand side, with Spies Bambi knocking Queen, and SF Abstract has just knocked SK Luomo, with FE Criminal knocking BM Shifty, and Abstract getting the kill on SK there, with Criminal also racking up 1 kill for his team. So let's jump over to the Zen team to see how they're doing after having one of their team knocked. And here we see Team 7 going up against Team 6, with Zen the Don knocking AOD Nix, with NH Flareon getting a knock and Zen Queen taking down Phil, Missy taking down Don, and shots fired again towards Zen Queen by Team number 6. And Queen is knocked again whilst trying to revive AOD Nix, with SF Abstract now pushing across the road to get the finish on Queen, which they now do, leaving Missy the last standing member of team number 7, with Luna knocked down below. And 2 members of team 6 are now pushing up the stairs, with Missy on the roof. And there we see Damo getting a knock on NH Bayleaf, and that is the end for team number 7, with Spies getting the kill on Missy. So let's now jump over straight away to the NH team, as we see Duke reviving Bayleaf at the moment, with Team 15 going up against Team 17. And we're now seeing NH Duke just moving away towards the road, with NH Deadshot dying also. And NH Big Steve knocks NH Marcus there. With Team 15 and 17 dropping nearby. And we also have Team 10 and Team 2 towards Lipovka. So whilst things now quieten down for Team 15, let's have a quick look at the map. And we see the first zone of Game 1, with teams 5, 6, 18, 22, 17, 15, 10 and 2 having to make their way in, with Vision now getting a knock, with Right Gavstar taking down a member of Gen, with Vision taking down Chels and getting the kill there. So while we can, let's go straight over to Team 25 with FE Bar going up against Team 23. And we then have Right Gavstar knocking Gen Temp, with FE Bar just driving past Team 21 now. Team 21 do not appear to have reacted, and Bar just drives around the red zone, not taking the rest this time round. And Gen Fitzy manages to knock Goddess. So let's jump over to them now and have a quick look. And here we see team number 2 still going up against team 10, with Gen Temp being taken down. Gen Fitzy throws a grenade. And Badman manages to knock Riot Mickey there, with Goddess now on the stairs, and is knocked by Fitzy, with Andy and Gavstar now pushing up, and is taken down by Andy K there. And Jen, Nick and Badman managed to get the squad wipe on Riot there, and Badman is now reviving Fitzy. And with Team 2 now having 1,800 metres approximately to move to get to zone, they will want to make a start as the blue zone now starts coming in. And in the meantime, let's jump over to Team 11 at the moment, who appear to be over at Georgia Pole with Team 25 and Team 8. And here we are watching Jacko at the moment looting the bottom floor of the building he is in, with Team 8 over at South East. And both teams are inside the zone at the moment, so there is no great rush for them to move. But Monkey is injured, so will want to heal up very shortly. And Riot Wizard has been knocked, with Riot Mel trying to get the revive. And NH Obelisk has just got knocked himself on the left-hand side. And that is another knock for Obelisk, with Jen Malice going down, with Premixed getting Jen Darshan. And Squishy getting Jen Shax. And that is NH killing another member of the Gen team, with Jacko shooting towards the top right window where Wizard is located. Now shots being returned. And Riot Wizard takes down Monkey with a well-thrown grenade there, with Monkey moving over to Jacko to be revived. And Ghost comes down to the bottom floor with another grenade being thrown, but unfortunately getting the timing wrong a little there. And that is Monkey back up with Jacko retreating backwards. And that is NH Obelisk knocking Leroy there with Zen Scobes knocking and killing member of Vision with Premix getting the kill on Leroy, and Lorianne knocking NH Obelisk. And that is another grenade being thrown. So let's go to bird's eye view briefly to get a better view on the positions. And here we see a split with Team 11 on the right hand side with Team 8 on the left. And with the current position of Team 8, they could easily retreat backwards, as Team 11 have not sent anyone around on a rotation to cover the back exits. And Zen Seek has just knocked and killed I Don't Care on the left hand side there. So if one of these teams do not start pushing, we could be here for quite a while. And Zen Seek knocks Zen with Riot Envy knocking Zen Seek. Riot Envy manages to knock Zen Vert, and Philippek knocks Zen Venom and it gets the kill there with Zen Supreme knocking Philippek. And shots still being fired between teams 8 and teams 11 with BM Nemris knocking Zen Aaron and Riot Envy getting the kill on Zen Vert. So what we will do now is leave teams 11 and teams 8 to continue fighting in the buildings by Georgia Pole. In the meantime, we will jump straight over to Jen Dennis, who has just got a knock and a kill on NH Bailiff there, and NH Duke just getting the kill on Dennis. And Team 15 will now continue looting before moving in further to the zone. So let's go straight over now to Team 19. And we are now with Orthic and Lorianne, who have their sights on Team 16 NH, who are just in the warehouse at Northeast. And grenades are now being thrown by Team 16. And a smoke has been thrown. With Premix and Squishy rotating around on the left-hand side. And that is Squishy knocked by Orphic with a DP28. And that is Lorianne taking down NH Squishy and getting a knock on Nemesis. And Obelisk manages to knock Orphic. And Duke Florian are knocked by an explosion. And Jen Fitzy has just knocked Death Defying Gemma there and gets the kill. And that is Orphic taken down by NH Obelisk, with Lorianne hiding on the rooftop at the moment and will inevitably start being pushed by Team 16. With more grenades being thrown and Jen Nick knocking Chauffeur 007, with YouTube knocking Zen Scopes. And that is Badman getting the kill on Chauffeur with Riot Envy taking down Sons of Odin Tiger. And NH pre-mixed manages to knock his own teammate, with Obelisk being subjected to a grenade. And that is the end, with pre-mixed getting Lorianne there, with Nemesis reviving Obelisk. And then Scopes has just taken down YouTube Jokey there. And Spies has just taken down and killed DH Revolt there. So let's take another quick look at the map as we now go into our midway game recap. So we are 16 minutes into game number 1. We are with Team 16 at the moment, who have 6 kills to their name. There are 42 players still remaining in game 1. So it is still, as always, very much to play for. And as the blue zone now moves in again, we see teams 11 and 8 needing to move into zone, with teams 20 just on the boundary line, with team 25 and team 9 have just got themselves into the zone, with team 2 nearby to the drop and team 6 taking centre position, with teams 15, 17 and 18 quite close at the moment. I'm sure there will be gunshots fired very shortly. And there we see a red zone covering team 15 and 17 at the moment. So let's jump straight over to NH to see how that goes. And team 15 are in Roshawk at the moment, with the next zone around 1,000 metres away. They have team 16 quite close by, and N8 Big Steve is now driving over. And FE Bar has just knocked blocks, with Jacko taking down FE Bar on the left hand side. And the play zone has just knocked Sons of Odin blocks there, with Jacko now trying to get the revive. And Filipek now knocks DH Baza there. So we have team 24 going up against team number 9, with Zen knocking Redders with an M249. And team 15 are now firing at team 11, who just about managed to get away. And Riot Envy manages to knock Redders for a second time. With DH Buff knocking Riot Envy and Zen killing both Redders and DH Buff there. With NH now going after the Zen team, getting a squad wipe there, with Zen Alex just managing to save the team, knocking Zen Obelisk, NH Obelisk, sorry, and then Zen Alex unfortunately gets knocked herself. With Riot Wizard then knocking NH Nemesis there, with Wizard then knocking Jen Fitzy also. And now we see Team 11 back in their Jeep, moving direction. With Riot Wizard now knocking Sons of Odin Badman and getting a couple of kills there, with NH Pre-Mix taking out Jen Nick. And we now have Team 11 moving up to the hill by Pachinki, with team number 6 just on the left-hand side, with K's knocking Legolas by car on the left-hand side. And Spy's Bambi is knocked by Jacko, with Deadpool knocking Riot Ghost. And that is blocked, knocked by SF Abstract, with NH Pre-Mixed managing to knock both Moonin and Deadpool, with Jacko taking down Abstract and Riot Mel getting Kais. And that is the end for Team 11, with Zen the Don getting Jacko. And the play zone has now taken down NH Adam, with Riot Envy also fallen victim. And the Dawn is now reviving SF Abstract there. But luckily Team 6 find themselves inside zone at the moment, with Team 18 just driving up. And SF Abstract manages to knock 2 members of SK, with another 1 just behind, with Team 22 also nearby. And NH Obelisk manages to knock Philippak, with the other member of Team 18 now moving in, throwing a grenade towards team number 6. And that is NH now going up against team members of Riot. So let's see if we can jump over quickly and have a quick look, as Riot Mel is taken down by NH Nemesis, with Riot Formal taking down NH Obelisk. And now Wizard tries to get the revive on Ghost, with Riot Formal taking down NH Nemesis. And EVC Malmi manages to get the knock on Zen Don with a grenade. And EVC Malmi then gets the kill on SF Abstract as well, with EVC Malmi being taken out shortly after, with NH Team 15 up at northeast and Team 20 over towards southeast. And that is Riot Ghost taken out by NH Duke there, with Riot Formal driving in on the left hand side, and is taken down by NH Duke also, with NH Big Steve getting the kill on Formal there. And we now have Riot Wizard, the last standing member of team number 8, with a grenade being thrown and being taken out by NH Big Steve there, with Death Defying Savage knocking RPG Python and Legolas knocking Savage. And that leaves us with a Team 15 v Team 20 finish, with Team 20 up high, getting the height on Team 15, with smokes and grenades being thrown left, right and centre. And NH Duke manages to knock RPG Python there, leaving Daryl, Legolas and Lola the last standing members. And Valerian manages to get RPG Daryl there. With Team 15 now throwing smokes to give them the chance to rotate to the right, with Team 20 also trying to do the same thing. And there we go with Legolas not leaving RPG Lola, and NH Valerian now moving in. And that is the end of game number 1, with NH coming in first place with 16 kills. We have RPG in second with 2. We have Death Defying in third with unfortunately no kills. We have Riot fourth with 6. And we have SK in fifth with 2 kills. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. We will be back in just a moment for game number 2. This is Genesis Squad Scrims. I am Ab Summer, and we will be back very shortly.